TCA here. Right now, let's see. Shock Dart will be maybe implying some amount of damage. And speaking of damage, Eisberg is gonna take Alexy down. Is it collateral potentially? No, yes, indeed. For enerii and Ayumiii to take their kills respectively with a bit of an attempt in the satchel. Takes one. Enerii goes for the using these utilities for intel as much as possible. It is nice to see, but enerii goes and shuts it down with the martial take, taking down Alexy in towards belt. Ayumiii to follow through with a ghost kill. So here they're just basically sitting pretty and, you know, in a lax state, knowing that they do have numbers advantage potentially, at least to see right now. So I love it how enerii is just aggressive here, trying to get a good position for a change of pace.
This is exactly what they were saying in the LS desk, right? Like, if you're not fast enough, Celeste are just pushing out. Look at the control that Tarathiel has over here in Boiler. She already has a Spectre up close, and she probably will take Japips down. They know where the spike is right now, but she's going to get taken down. Shirazi was unexpectedly coming out from the back, and that's going to be a 4v2, but it's still going to be difficult for TC or Rise to get anything out of this. They do have a Spectre, but they don't have any map control at all.
Indeed, and they can really play around this map. Like, if in my opinion, maybe they can go for a mid take, then go potentially A, but right now they may commit in towards B because they don't really have that time to rotate at this point. So that's going to be a wall. Spots out enerii right here, so that's intel to say the least. Plant the spike, they're going to go for the push, but it is going to push through. So 2 versus 4 post plant can be possible, but the numbers advantage is in their arsenal. Ayumiii from the behind takes down Ali, uses the satchel to reposition Shirazi for 1, make it another.
Oh my god!
Make it a 4. Is it an ace for the side of Shirazi here? Uses the boom, but that is going to be intel. Ayumiii goes in, spots it. So basically, they may get sandwiched in the process, but spots out Ayumiii. Beautifully done by capriciouS here to take her down. So this could be an opening now for towards DPA. Makes a bit of a peek. That's gonna be another, but did not spot out Ali. So that could be, or actually Eisberg instead. So let's see. This is going to be the retake potentials. 3 versus 5. It can be a flawless round because it is planted towards heaven as well. So just look at the minimap. They're basically far off. They're not going to really contest it through unless otherwise stated. Eisberg though takes down Alexy still towards Nest.
Yeah, and that's going to be really good because they're going to get a big gun, but Shirazi is going to take oreopheliaa down, and it's going to be a firing squad for the side.
Push.
Yeah, that push delay is not going to deter them too long as they funnel into the side right now. They use the wall to plan the safety, but enerii gets one quick headshot with her Blade Storm. Ayumiii gets a shot from her Guardian as well, and it's down to a 3v3 right now. It's looking pretty doable for Celeste, but Shirazi is going to take down Ayumiii, and it's all to enerii and Eisberg. Let's see what they can get here. They still have the Sheriff on Eisberg. Shirazi is coming hot on their heels though on the flank. Right now with his Vandal, is going to be able to get one. Almost gets the second one, switches to the classic, and that's going to be a classic shot.
And because of that, they were able to go and plant the spike and have that post plant only to be shut down by Ayumiii Showstopper. Let's see if it's going to take the hit. One is in kitchen though.
Yeah, she's right below, so see if she can get this. No damage. She's not gonna check that corner as well. Shirazi is gonna take her down, but oreopheliaa is trying to even things out. Now it's a 1v3 for enerii, down to 1v2. Makes it a 1v1. Enerii is almost clutching this, but Alexy is just hot on the side of Shirazi.
And here, speak of, now we are starting to see a bit of a slower push, to say the least, for TCA, but that's going to be a jump. Kind of catch him off guard, but helpfully with that double peek. But still, Ali goes for the kill. Tarathiel for 1 nice straight transfer, but Japips still goes for the kill. So 3 versus 3, that's going to be a res, but enerii still gets the shot, denying that potential number advantage. Alexy though for the trade in towards the on-off angle. Alexy takes 2. Is it going to be a 3? We'll just have to see. Uses the pain shells here to get some damage. Alexy
at this point, she tries to re-peek again, but there's another Leer that's going to stop her from committing, and it looks like TC or Rise, they're starting to creep up onto this A site. On Alter Ego Celeste though, they've already committed 3 defenders onto the A site, so they might run into trouble here if enerii gets the first frag onto Shirazi. Might be able to get a second one, but dashes out into safety first. does not get a second one. capriciouS actually with a headshot from the Vandal. Alexy is going to take Ayumiii down as well, and it's starting to look good for TC Rise as they fall into this A side, but oreopheliaa gets a headshot but gets traded by capriciouS, who is already on the side. Eisberg takes down Japips, the spike planter, that's a headshot through the wall there. Eisberg finally finishes capriciouS down. It's all down to Ali, 1v2 right now. Eisberg still has the Hunter's Fury, so they can use that ultimate if they so wish to. Tarathiel also has the Viper Spit if she wants to commit that, but right now the spike is stuck in an awkward spot. I don't think Ali can get this safely.
30 seconds left.
Truthfully, and you know, Eisberg here press that W, jump, spray, and pray. It worked really well for her, and that was a bulldog. She was using a bulldog from earlier, so Eisberg is quite half on health here. I'm sorry, yeah, quite half on health. Actually, quite low to say the least. So let's see if Tarathiel is able to spot. Wait, Ali was supposed to spot that out because the gun of Tarathiel was shown. This could be a double peek, but Tarathiel, you know, just basically secures this.
It's gonna be a great anti-eco from them if they can stand their ground here. But there are shotguns on the side of TC Rise, but will those actually work here? Their HP is going down as they go deeper into the pit. And Tarathiel is going to spot one, takes one down, takes a second, but gets taken on by Japips with that frenzy. That wall, that pit is going to go down. oreopheliaa takes one down, but gets traded by Japips as well. And it's going to be a 2v3 situation right now. Judge on Japips. They're not able to secure the big guns.
Indeed, but this could be a good opportunity for them to rotate, maybe go for fakes, to say the least, because this is a 3 versus 2 scenario. So right now, let's see, because look at this. Yeah, they kind of went for a fake because they trying to like delay a bit in terms of the pushes. So they are going to stick with A. Let's see if it goes. Beautifully done by Ali here, took down Eisberg in the process, and they may go for the plant, but look at that isolation from Ayumiii. Just, you know, took a step onto the left just so that it's isolated, and Ayumiii with the really nice, as expected from the earlier in towards the panel. So here at this point, it's just a matter of positioning and timing, to say the least. And speaking of timing, enerii is just peek and shoot and boom, you are down.
Yeah, it's really so hard to get into the side because enerii almost gets an opening kill every single round with their operator, and it's just difficult because right now they actually have two operators, Ayumiii with another op on the A side as well.
So I haven't I cannot hear my friend right here, so just going back in towards the game, we do see that TCA was taken a bit back in towards that, but still Alexy was able to go for it, and oreopheliaa with the reaction speed was able to rest his fallen comrade. 4 versus 5 on towards the clock, still having their numbers advantage here for the side of Celeste. And look how slow that they are basically in towards pushing the site, because they need to basically try to control a certain area before committing to it, but time is ticking, so they need to make a decision to where they are to push. And I think I can
30 seconds left.
Try and seek in towards kitchen B, but they need to really act fast.
Yeah, it's 20 seconds left pretty much. They take on oreopheliaa, but it's still down to 4v4. They haven't cleared the site yet, and it's now down to 18 seconds. They're trying to clear the nest there, but Eisberg is still on top. Ali is going to take Tarathiel down, but Ayumiii is peeking there with the operator. There's the plant coming in. Let's see if she can get the wall down here. No, Shirazi is just a little bit too far off from that angle, and Alexy is going to use the Empress. Now down to a 2v3. Celeste have 2 operators right now. It's going to be the last round, so they're going to have to try this no matter what. They can't find a single kill yet, though.
And right now, maybe best case scenario for TCA, go for a 6-6 scoreline. Alexy go for the 3K. Beautifully done. The timing is really on her hands with a little bit of a jiggle peek coming in through Ayumiii. That is intel, so basically they can just go for the double peek, and that too with the toxins as well. Uses the satchels, but not enough as Shirazi push in towards B side. Beautifully placed wall as well.
Yeah, there's toxin coming out. Ayumiii is going to discourage any defenders from moving in. The grenade plus the shots takes Shirazi down, but Japips is good for the trade. The shock darts coming out, not going to do much damage because the wall's over there, but capriciouS is going to take enerii down. Ego Celestè are on the back foot, but they do have the spike down, and they're just taking positions away from the spike. They're all on the side of yellow and towards spawn, And it looks like they still have a clear sight onto the spike. Eisberg is going to take one down, but quickly gets traded. oreopheliaa gets one of her own, but gets traded. Tarathiel gets traded here. 1v2 for oreopheliaa right now. A quick headshot from her. 11 bullets on this ghost right now, and she gets the clutch. oreopheliaa with a nanoleaf clutch defend against, because their utility usage really flushes you out. Like, they're taking control over the site right now. They still haven't found the kills yet, but if they can get capriciouS here, who gets a headshot onto Eisberg, the trade is there for enerii. Shirazi takes Ayumiii down though, but for Ego Celestè, they just want to make this round as expensive as they can. And that Japips going to take enerii down 2v4 right now. Tarathiel and oreopheliaa left with Spectres here. Let's see if they can make this even more expensive for TCA.
One enemy remaining. Spike down A.
Alright, and of course they were able to at least secure this specific round, and to say it was basically timed in a manner wherein Celeste was positioned at an off angle, but Tarathiel takes one. Is it gonna be another? Yes, indeed. 2K on the board. This could be an opportunity for them to double peak, but they're quite separated. But Alexy here staying at a little bit of a risky play, but oreopheliaa goes for the save. I got you, buddy, in towards the back lines, which is actually a good play. Uses the smoke to create space for herself. Spots out. capriciouS and enerii, beautifully done in towards that fight. Really predicted, if anything, oreopheliaa will be reviving Ayumiii as well for a potential flawless. But right now, you're seeing Shirazi a bit of near in towards the stock places. Some smokes, just half it to say the least. But let's see if they are able to. Really nice reaction time, and you just see their post-plant positions for the side of Celeste here. But Ali still takes one down. They are going to go for the defuse. Tarathiel for one, make it two. Not gonna be a three.
Is best used after all. And they are just going to go for a quick push onto the side here. Uses a showstopper. Finds one. capriciouS with a dash away though. Takes Ayumiii down with a quick Spectre spray and dashes away with style. That's going to be fade away. enerii with her own fade away after killing Shirazi. oreopheliaa takes capriciouS down. Eisberg takes Japips as well. And it's now down to a 4v2, but it looks like there's going to be a flank from Alexy coming in, but she's taking her sweet time here. She's not catching anyone yet, and there's the spike going down. Eisberg finds the flank. It's all down to Ali with her lone sheriff. Is she going to make this her town? Nope. Gonna get taken
round. So another boom bot here for added intel. And if you look, enerii prepared with the blade storm to really aid that boom bot. That was to be looking at this Hunter's Fury. Not at least we take a hit from Ayumiii and the others. Eisberg for one, Shirazi for the trade with the help of the Leer. Let's see if it's going to work through, because the smoke is basically becoming a pain. But look at that beautiful peek kill in towards that nest, below the nest, as enerii takes 1-3 versus 4 numbers advantage. Once more in towards the side of Celeste here. They can go for the rotate if they wish to, but take note of that flank coming in from Alexy potentially. Is going to invest some amount of blade storms in the process, but still. Look, what do you think is gonna happen here, Key?
I think it's just so difficult to get into sight right now. They're gonna have to look for another kill or to go all the way onto A, but it looks like that's not in the cards right now. So they're just waiting for this toxic screen to go down, and they should be able to push up right now. They're gonna have to take this Viper down though. Shirazi is waiting there. They commit the Viper's Pit. Ali takes enerii down, makes it an even 3-on-3. Ayumiii is not healthy anymore. 22 HP on her. Shirazi takes Tarathiel down as well. That's a spike going down. That's a pit going down as well. Alexy is going to take one down. It's all down to Ayumiii, who gets taken down. Characteristic indecisiveness from Ego Celestè. And after that round, it looks like they've been shaken a bit. They decide to change things up, go for a slow default instead because of that previous round. And TCA Rise, you could see that they're getting on Ego Celestè's nerves. 10-8 right now, but TCA Rise are doing really well against the reigning queens of FSL.
Indeed, and this is basically, you know, just them trying to really grind their way so that they can go for those points. But right now, Ayumiii opens it up, taking down capriciouS, who we've seen was really was really good on those retakes, to say the least, as well. So they still have Alexy and the gang to worry about here, because, you know, they're starting to pop off as well. So 4 versus 5. let's see if they are able to turn out the favors. But look at this, running and gunning, and that was a really close one. Enerii takes one down. Shirazi, luckily for the trade, so they were able to get the information across. Ali though takes one. That was a very nice recon dart. Was able to detect many in the vicinity. Ayumiii takes one. Alexy with the 2K, not a 3 anymore as Ayumiii goes for it. For the past consecutive rounds, maybe they can already snag the score, but capriciouS here is gonna beat him to it. Takes one. Enerii for the trade, so maybe they can go in towards B side this time around, because we've seen that was an opening, and it was quite unfortunate that they're quite far off, at least for the spike per se. But you know what? I think they can use this to their advantage, you know? Like, because the spike took quite some time, maybe they can go fake, go back to A, but I think they're just gonna commit here instead, because you know that's their gameplay, so they're just gonna go and work it off with the post plant. Alexy, however, shuts down Eisberg, so we're kind of seeing a bit of a choke potential that's coming in from Celeste, because you know what, I jinxed it, and Enerii, Ayumiii, and Tarathiel had their own and just basically went ham. Ayumiii as well for the 2K, 3 versus 1, only Alexy as the only member alive. That is intel. Ayumiii spots it, 3K taps it, take Celeste off guard by pushing them as well, especially if they have better guns. But I don't think that's gonna be the case, because there are trades respectively for both sides of that team. And Enerii wants that one down. Beautiful spray transfer by Ayumiii here. That is just basically securing all the more the points here. Satchels to be used mobility wise. Oreopheliaa to clean up through. 9-12, match point now.
Yeah, I think once Alter Ego Celeste recognized that they were on a full eco.
Love it if TCA were to defend aggressively. That's how I term it.
Yeah.
Because Celeste did this in towards their split. They pushed through mid just so that they can catch them off guard. Here, going in towards that, that's gonna be showstopper. 1 Alexy for the shutdown, and that's a 4 versus 4 in towards the spike here. So let's see. The post plant scenario is already happening, up and running. So this is a similar feat time and time again, but we've seen that TCA also like shines, especially for the retake capabilities. I'm just a bit worried about how they're positioned right now, because this could be collateral.
Yeah, it's gonna be a kill for Enerii. That's a second kill for her as well, and just like that, the round is over.